Yeah, you know what? I decided I just want to be free no matter what. Like, I could set up for this, you know what I'm saying? Sit up or fix my background and all that stuff, but I said I was just gonna start making YouTube videos, so I'm just gonna record this stuff when it comes up. But I want to put out something about Africa. Um, this is the thing, you know. For one, I just want to first I want to put out that you know I'm a more like natural person. I go off of how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm very in tune with my emotions, and I know that man is limited. Far as like just everybody outside of me is considered man, and they're not in my shoes. They're not in my skin. So when I feel something or something don't make sense or whatever, I really can't depend on anything outside of me to make something make sense. I can only look to myself, and that's the same thing as everybody else. Like we're all foreigners to one another. Like nobody can really be in your shoes. And I say this because like, yeah, I've heard the history, what I'm saying? We from Africa. I heard all of that stuff, but we also know a lot of things. Basically like, okay, we also know that pretty much everything that we've been told has been a lie. So when you know that, it's like, well, why do you decide to say, well, some things are lies and some things isn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if you really, really look at the people from Africa, like for one, for me to claim Africa, I would have to really be resonating with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to be able to say, okay, we look alike. Like I can clearly see like my children, if I had a baby and an African girl had a baby, they will look different. I don't care if she's over here or not. Like our kids will look different. Like their heads are shaped different. You know what I'm saying? Like their hair is different. Everything is just like, not everything, but a lot of things are different. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing I look at. Like, why should I like play myself? You know what I'm saying? Outside what I can see, I can clearly see there's a difference. Not only that, our language is kind of different. I mean, and that could have just came from us being in two different countries or whatever. But another thing is they don't like just trying to vibe with them. Like people that are my likeness, you know what I'm saying? Like I can vibe with them. We have things in common, you know what I'm saying? Like our everything is just the same. Stuff makes sense. We can both like dodge in space together. Like everything is just, oh my god, I probably lost y'all with that part, but everything is just like the same. Now whenever I'm dealing, well, not everybody from Africa, but a lot of African people, they don't like us. Like I don't even have to, like they act like they jealous. You know what I'm saying? They don't like black girls. Like I can literally go in the African shop and these bitches like gonna be sitting up in there talking about me while I'm in there doing something to my hair, taking my hair out. Like they nasty on the low. Like them bitches. Like I'm serious. Like if you really look at not what somebody else told you, but base stuff off in your life. Like if you work with somebody this from Africa, like how do they treat you, how do they feel about black people? Like in the last past two well, in the past week I've ran into two incidents. One my mother told me about was basically a girl got her papers from Africa or Nigeria or something, and she started saying, yeah, so I can talk shit to y'all bitches and da da da, like basically started saying because she had these papers now she had some type of clout, and she automatically started showing her colors as to how she really feel about the people that's already over here, and then it was another incident where I pulled up at Burger King and this African girl, whoever she was, she had a real nasty attitude with me while she was fixing my food. And I asked her, I was like, do you have a problem? Like, what's wrong with you? And she was like, I don't have a problem. This is how I talk or something like that. And then we kind of got back into it. And I was like, that's why I don't like foreigners. Like, I told her that. And she was like, we don't like you either. So it's kind of hard to believe that we are from this place when these people don't like us. You know what I'm saying? And the whole story just don't make sense. Like if we was taken away and none of it makes sense. If we was taken away from Africa and we was over here, why would they hate us if we was stolen? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's no Africa, like they don't deal with us, period. Like is there any type of open group just trying to like, oh, let's go get our Americans? Do they acknowledge us in any way? Do they join any social media platform to defend us in any type of way? Like why? I don't understand why people are band riding or whatever it's called Africa when Africa don't give a flying fuck about y'all. Like they don't want y'all over there. You might can find one or two people, but do you have a whole congregation, a whole group of people that actually cares about Americans? No, they don't. Like, and I'm just so sick and tired. Like people don't even realize. Like people don't know who they are. I'm just so sick and tired of like a lot of stuff. And then they be like, oh, we use the white man made this, the white man made that, we using this, that, and third. People don't. I'm just sick and tired. People do not realize like where do creation come from? Where do thoughts come from? They don't realize how everything came into existence. We are not in a fucking white man's land. We are in our own land. Everything that you see, we create. It comes from us. We are not limited by what we can see, but everything that you see comes from us. All things come. Things are thoughts. So everything had to been poured from the ether and come into existence. So I don't look at nothing as evil. I don't look at nothing as from another country, because I know what the hell, I know how things are coming to existence. So when you really know who you are and you know how things work, can't nobody tell you that something else belongs to somebody else when you know they are so limited that they can't create in the first damn place. So if I see anything, I know it came from my peoples. You know, if I see a king, a queen, if I see jury, if I see certain dance moves, if I hear certain music or whatever, I don't look at that and say, oh, that came from Africa. Hell no. I know my peoples are the creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know already who we are. I know our thoughts and everything. Like, you got niggas out here now just like trying to tell you that you can't think too much, you know what I'm saying, outside of this box. Trying to tell you that, oh, you going too far outside of the box. Like, if you step outside this reality and you find joy and you find peace or whatever, and you start to realize that, wait, it's more to life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be arguing about religion. I don't have to be arguing about nationality. I don't